a lot of our customers are full-timers and prolonged use customers, where they maybe want to go away for 3, 4, 5 months, maybe through the winter to Spain and Portugal and south of France. But a lot of our customers are larger families that want a bit more room, a little bit more luxury, maybe want the fitted king-size beds and the fitted bunk beds for the family. So they haven't got to make everything up, and they've got a bit more room and more luxury, really, I suppose. They are literally a bungalow on wheels, a lot of our customers call them. They have everything you would have in a luxury villa, really, I suppose. Anything from air conditioning to your big domestic size refrigerators, 32 to 47-inch LCD plasma TVs, absolutely everything. As we took out today, we took a 31-footer out today, and we were probably about the same length on the road as your average 23, 24-foot Caravan with a Range Rover Land Rover in front of it. So yes, we are overall, your overall length, you can get a lot more for your money and a lot more room for your money, really. Driving licences, we need to make sure you want to have the right driving licence. If you passed your test before 1997, 1st of January 1997, you should have C1E category on your licence, probably with a 107 restriction after it. That 107 restriction limits your gross train weight to 8¼ tonne. So as long as you keep the whole rig, truck and caravan or truck and fifth wheel combination, below 8¼ tonne gross, you should be fine with a C1E. You can de-restrict your C1E, which is a quite simple test, and that will take you to 12 tonne gross. The other thing to remember is obviously to keep the whole rig below your 18 metres train and your caravan below the 12 metres length.
When we look into the future, there's some changes coming up in 2012 that affect I don't know what really they affect the legality of the vehicles.
What they're going to do is actually set in stone what we have to do. There's going to be a type approval system for them. Well, as for any caravan and trailer now, we're going to have a full type approval as they have in Europe. It's not just going to be left to put it behind your car and put a number plate on it and lights on it and hope Mr. Policeman doesn't pull you over. We're actually going to set it in stone and enforce what's already there. So things like the right braking system, the right lighting, things like mechanical handbrakes, which have been law forever, and things like that we have to do, but aren't necessarily enforced at point of sale. We're going to have a full type approval system in 2012 according to VOSA.
How is that going to affect users and buyers specifically?
I think from the buyer's point of view, you shall have a lot more confidence in what you're buying. You're never going to have the wool pulled over your eyes with a private sale or a dealer as such, because if it doesn't carry for want of a better phrase, a V5 logbook, then it won't be on the road. So there's never going to be this sort of grey area that people find with the Americans. We're going to get rid of it all completely, and it's going to be very black and white.
How does that affect vehicles sold before the new year comes up?
My understanding of it is anything manufactured before the 1st of the year 2012 isn't going to have a mandatory type approval, but it will still have to conform, but it won't be type approved conformity.
Right. Now you're saying that they're going to have vehicles like this are going to have their own logbook, etc. Does that mean you're going to pay tax on your caravan?
At the moment they're saying not, but I can foresee that.
Right. What, as just a way of getting some more money out of it?
I think so.